Hey friends, it's essentially Jessi. Today I wanted to share, number one, a giveaway with you guys, but also number two, the essential oils that I use when we are feeling under the weather that might help you push through this holiday season and, you know, the looming cold and flu season. So let's get to it. I am doing a 12 days of Christmas giveaway. This is an exciting way for me to give back to you guys, my subscribers. So make sure you're subscribed and click that notification bell so that you will be notified of all the 12 days of Christmas giveaways. Today, I happen to be giving away a diffuser because I love essential oils. I love perfume, but my love for fragrances started with essential oils. So we'll get into some of that, but you can enter any of the 12 days or all of the 12 days giveaways. So if this happens to come out day 7, make sure that you go back and check out days 1 through 6. Each video will have an individual code or something to do in order to get entered into the giveaway. I will also be posting a photo of my giveaways on my Instagram account so you can enter twice. It gives you 2 entries. But make sure that those notification bells are all on so that you will be notified of all the giveaways. The full rules will be posted below, and then I'll kind of go over some other stuff at the very end. But I wanted to talk to you guys because it is that time of the year. I know that viruses are going around, colds are going around, flu, all the things. And I wanted to share with you guys some essential oils that I use that really help our family, me, that I've used, that I've recommended, that I've suggested. I am a certified essential oil coach, and I love talking all things oils. It's so funny because sometimes someone will come in and see my wall of essential oils and they'll say something like, "Do you really know what all these do?" I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what to use them for. So anyway, I wanted to share with you guys some things that I use and also some oils that I use for other things that sometimes come along with a cold or just virus, sickness, whatever. So first off, I start off with the Trinity. That's what I like to call it. Peppermint, lemon, and lavender. So lavender is good to diffuse all the time. Now, I will say you can use lavender topically. What I typically do is I start on the bottoms of the feet, like if a kid has a fever or something. I will say this, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical expert by, I guess, education. I am an accountant and an opera singer. So I have no medical expertise. I'm just sharing with you guys what works for us. So please don't come for me in the comments if you are like, I'm just sharing with you guys what we like to use and what works. First of all, this trio is so good. It smells so good. I love running diffusers. I love running them in bedrooms, but also in the kitchen because that's where we are most of the time because we have a little living area in our kitchen. So lavender is great to use. You can use it topically. I always recommend, like I said, putting it on the bottoms of your feet and then kind of working your way up. You always want to make sure because it is possible to have an allergic reaction to some essential oils. So you just kind of have to figure that out. So always start on the bottoms of your feet. Your skin is thicker there and you can figure out if you've got a problem before you have a real problem. But typically essential oils are next to harmless. They are wonderful ways that we can do things that typically don't have side effects. So that's kind of the way I look at it. Lavender is good for everything under the sun. It calms, it soothes. I love using lavender. I'll put it, I actually have like a little vent clip and I'll put some on it in the car on my little vent clip before I go pick up the kids, just so everybody can kind of chill, mellow whenever they get in the car. But lavender is good for sleeping and just calming. It helps me settle down, helps my family settle down. Next up is peppermint. Peppermint is fantastic. I also use this if I have a headache. I'll go over another oil that I also use for headaches. And sometimes whenever you are not feeling well, headaches are part of that. This oil is considered a hot oil, so it can irritate your skin a little bit. So you always want to dilute it with another oil. And then, like I said, start on the bottoms of your feet. I also use this peppermint on the bottoms of my feet if I have fever or anything like that. It's just really helpful. But I will put this in a roller ball, or you can just mix it in your hand with some olive oil, any kind of oil that you have on hand. I really like coconut oil and avocado oil as well. But you can just put it on the temples right here. But peppermint will also help kind of wake you up and increase mental clarity, but it will also help relieve tension if you have headaches. So if I have a headache, I will put this like on my temples and behind my ears. That's just what I do, and it seems to work for me. Next up is lemon, which is like one of my favorite oils of all time, just because I love the way lemon oil smells. It smells, now these essential oils, citrus oils, are derived from the peel. So where we don't eat the peel because it's bitter, the oil doesn't smell bitter. It smells so fragrant. Just like how some recipes use orange or lemon zest in them, you know, you'll zest a little bit of that peel in there, and it just brightens it up as far as flavor and smell and aroma goes. But you wouldn't just sit down and eat a lemon peel. So lemon oil is fantastic. It helps open you up. Peppermint does as well. But lemon oil for me is also, it's very cleaning. I use this a lot of times if someone's sick. I will just diffuse lemon oil. It helps cleanse the air. Lemon oil is also good for cleansing your digestion. So the oils that I use happen to be Young Living oils. I will post my link below where you can check them out. But this lemon oil, they have a Vitality lemon oil that is labeled for internal consumption. Me personally, I will just put a drop of this in some water. You always, if you're using essential oils, because they are so small and so powerful, you want to put them in metal or glass. You never want to put them in a plastic cup because it will actually break down the plastic. Fun fact. Okay, so the Trinity of oils that I always start with, and just honestly the Trinity of oils that I like to diffuse. I mean, if I could pick a oil or a group of oils to diffuse 24/7, these would be the three that I would pick. Just saying. I even put them in my diffuser this morning. Next up is one that I use for all things when anyone's under the weather, and that's Thieves. This is a blend of some hot oils. You definitely do not want to put this on your skin. Now, once I had smelled it, worked with it, been around it quite a bit, then I started putting it on the bottoms of my feet. I've even put this on my tongue. Weirdly enough, about 2 years ago, I started having these strange sneezing attacks, and one drop of this on my tongue pushed to the roof of my mouth and they stop. It happened a whole bunch, and then it quit, and then I have them every once in a while. So this also has worked for me in relieving a migraine in less than 2 minutes. Thieves is cinnamon oil. It's got clove in it. It has lemon oil. It has rosemary oil in it, which is it's antimicrobial. It's great for everything, and rosemary smells so good. So Thieves is kind of like, think fall in a bottle, Christmas in a bottle, because it has that cinnamon in it. Oh, it's just so good. And the cloves. I also like to mix these two for lemon and Thieves for a really nice like cleaning blend. I love diffusing Thieves, but I love diffusing it with a few of my other individual oils. Okay, next up we're going to talk about 2 oils that I use for anything respiratory. Like if anybody at my house is coughing, if anyone at my house is congested, all of those things. These are the 2 oils that I like to diffuse in the air, but I will also rub them on the bottoms of our feet. This is Raven, and Raven has camphor, lemon, wintergreen, and peppermint. This is definitely a hot oil. You don't want to just like rub this all over your chest. Now, if you ever use an essential oil and it is a hot oil and you didn't realize that, don't use water. Don't use water to try to scrub it off. You're going to want to get some other kind of oil like avocado oil, olive oil, any kind of oil that you can find, and really rub that in, because it'll distribute it and it will stop burning. I know that sounds crazy, but just trust me. The other oil that I like to use for respiratory issues at our house is RC. RC has, it doesn't say, this is actually an older bottle of RC. So it tells you to dilute with 1 drop of oil, like 1-to-1, 1 drop of this, 1 drop of oil, to dilute it if you're going to put it on topically. Again, start on the bottoms of your feet, work your way up. But these 2 are staples at my house this time of year. RC, Raven, and Thieves. I cannot tell you guys how much of this we diffuse at our house in the cold, flu, winter, yucky virus season here. So Raven, RC, great for respiratory everything. It's easy to remember that because they both start with an R, so I think respiratory, Raven and RC. That's just how I remember those. So I wanted to reiterate, some oils you can ingest and some oils you should not ingest. Anything with wintergreen is an absolute no. So you can look up some charts online to see what is. These are all labeled for topical use and through a diffuser, like aromatic use. And I also just open these up and smell them sometimes. And that always helps. But like Thieves, I'm not going to put that in my water. It is a hot oil. I use it specifically for a specific purpose. This is not labeled for ingestion. They do have one that is a vitality oil, Vitality Thieves, and it is labeled for internal consumption. So some oils you can use internally and some you cannot. If you will go to my website, you can scroll through and find the Vitality oils. All of those are labeled for internal consumption, but I would highly recommend that you, again, start on the bottoms of your feet, work your way up, and just make sure that there's no allergies before you ingest something into your body. I will also say, I say this in every video, in order to be labeled 100% peppermint oil, it only has to have 5% full, so like a tiny little bit of 100% peppermint oil, and then they can fill the other 95% with coconut oil, whatever, olive oil. So always read your labels. This oil, I want to say, runs about $15, $20-ish for this big bottle. At the store, you could probably find peppermint oil for $5. But the problem is it's either going to have a filler in it or it's going to be made with peppermint that you would not want to, definitely not want to consume. So never consume an essential oil unless it says on the label you can consume it, and then I'd probably still do a lot of research. I use Young Living oils. I've tried doTERRA. I like some of their oils as well. I just always keep coming back to Young Living. Their farms, you can walk through them, you can tour them, so they're not hiding anything. And I feel really comfortable about recommending Young Living oils because they've worked for me and my family. Another oil that I like to use is a little tiny bottle of Ravensara. It's Ravensara or Ravensara. And this oil is a type of camphor leaf. Anyway, this is really good. Any of these oils that I use, Thieves, RC, or the Raven, I will add Ravensara to it, and it smells, it has a very medicinal smell, but I just like to add this into the diffuser with these three. I feel like it really amps up the goodness of the working everything. My next three oils are not necessarily oils for, I mean, they are oils for feeling yucky, but they're just oils that I also use when we're feeling yucky. How about that? First one is Jade Lemon. This one is so uplifting. It smells so good, but it does smell different than lemon, like just straight up the original lemon oil. So this is a lemon that is derived in China, and I'm in love. This stuff is so good. I bought 1 million bottles of this several years ago, so it has one of the older labels on it, but I love Jade Lemon. It's so uplifting. I really like to have that diffusing in the kitchen. I feel like it makes everything smell clean and fresh, but it also is just uplifting for your mood, because I feel like there's times whenever you feel yuck that you're like, I just want to go to sleep and rest, and then after a while you're like, I got to get up and do something, or I need to change the scenery. So I'll put the lemon and the Jade Lemon and maybe some Thieves in a diffuser in the kitchen, whereas I might keep RC and lavender going in the bedroom. Also, another thing that I had mentioned about Thieves, I've used Thieves before. I also use M-Grain. This is great for headaches and migraines, as M-Grain kind of sounds like. It is a essential oil. It's an essential oil blend, and it's really good. I love it. It's kind of minty. It's got like a minty quality to it. I'm not sure what the ingredients in this are. I wouldn't be surprised if it has peppermint in it. It smells pepperminty, but there's also a few other oils in there that one of them smells a little bit medicinal. But M-Grain is great to diffuse. Some of these also come in roller balls or roller bottles where you can just roll it on your forehead. Like I have Thieves, I'll just roll that on the bottoms of my feet, the bottoms of the kids' feet. And I love using the oil Thieves. The last one that I want to talk about, so I think I have 10 here. my top 10 essential oils for when you feel bad, is Peace and Calming. This is another great one that I love to throw in the mix in the bedroom whenever somebody's not feeling well. You know, I'll do Peace and Calming with peppermint or something like that, or Peace and Calming with RC or Raven. I don't think I've used Peace and Calming with Thieves before because it has tangerine, orange peel, ylang ylang, patchouli, and blue tansy in it. So blue tansy is a very expensive essential oil, just by the way. The other oils are peel oils for citrus oils. You can also use orange, tangerine. All of those have some amount of D-limonene in them, and they are so good for you. Just really helps with everything as far as respiratory, and also lemon oil and lemons in general are good for liver detoxification, in case you didn't know. But Peace and Calming is just a very calm, soothing fragrance, and it is really good. I know this may sound weird. So like at night, I'll do Thieves with lavender because I want the power of the Thieves, but I want the calming of the lavender. And then during the day, I might move into the kitchen and do RC with lemon and Jade Lemon. And then in the afternoon, if I take a nap, like I don't want to nap so long that I nap into bedtime. So then I might use a little Peace and Calming with something else like lemon or whatever else I have on Ravensara. Anyway, and I'll just mix these together, kind of make my own little apothecary, I guess. Anyway, but it's so fun to use these essential oils to help, and they just smell good. They're mood boosters. They're, it's just everything. Anyway, so that's kind of how I use my essential oils. If you have any comments or questions, please leave those below. I will, like I said, leave a link to my Young Living website, and you can also feel free to ask me questions in my DM on Instagram, but probably most helpful if you leave them here in the comment section below. These oils I love to diffuse, and I think all essential oils can be diffused. So I kind of already took some of the packaging out of the box, so it may rattle a little bit, but it's actually going to be packaged properly. But I just wanted to easily show you guys what I'm giving away today. This is the Sweet Aroma Essential Oil Ultrasonic Diffuser. I do not personally have one of these. I bought one of these to give to you guys. So it is a great essential oil diffuser. I love Young Living diffusers. Let me get it out of the box. It does have a cord. I put that on the floor over here. I just wanted to show you guys what you're getting. This is probably, I don't know, maybe $60-ish, but it's got a light on it, which I love having a little night light. Like if you're wanting to put it in your kid's bedroom or in your bedroom, you can turn the light on, you can turn it off, so it doesn't, you get to pick, but at least you have that option, because at night when you can't see very well and you're trying to do oils, it's just good that it has light. Anyway, the top comes off like this, and there's the little oil diffuser in here. This is the maximum water level anyway, but you just put your oils in here. I would say for a diffuser of this size, you're not going to want to put more than 15 drops of oil in at a time. So really these big bottles, and even the little ones, will last you a long time. That's why some of these oils I've had for quite some time. Anyway, and it just sits on there like that. You turn it on. You can choose whether you want the light on or not. It has several different functions. It comes with a little booklet that will explain how to use it, how to clean it, all of those things. Anyway, but I feel so strongly about essential oils, and it's kind of what got me into perfume, that I really wanted to share a diffuser with one of you guys. I know sometimes you can find diffusers online that are much less expensive, but a lot of times they heat the oils up and actually burn off all the good stuff. So you want you want a diffuser that is not going to heat your oils up. Side note. To enter, make sure that you are a subscriber. Make sure that you click the notification bell because you don't want to miss the rest of the giveaways. Also, make sure to like this video and drop me a comment below, #diffuser. Which oils are you into? Which oils are you most excited about using? Which oils do you want to use in your new diffuser if you're the winner? So #diffuser. I will also post a photo of this on my Instagram. You can go over there for a second opportunity to enter. And don't forget, you are eligible for all 12 days. My 12 days of Christmas giveaways run December 11th through December 24th. So make sure that you get in on each and every giveaway. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, #diffuser below. Smell you later.